Hi. Hey, everybody. It's Jackie Jing and Matt Papadia.
Oh,
Hi.
I couldn't hear you. I
Say
pressed
hi.
mute, so sorry. Hi. My
Oh my
phone fell on
gosh,
the mute
you
button.
muted me? What the
I was
hell?
like, did we
Okay,
start?
well, it's okay. Yes, we have started. Matt, thank you for being here.
Hi,
And we have
guys.
a very special episode of Healing Heartbreakers. We're going to be answering some questions from our fans, so really excited about that. And actually, right now, Matt and I are streaming live. Matt is streaming live on Instagram, and hi, I'm streaming live on TikTok.
Hi,
Um,
Insta.
Hi, everybody. We want to incorporate live into this podcast, but basically, we're winging it and experimenting. And yeah, someone just said, "Love, you don't need the pop filter." I don't have a filter on right now. This is me.
Jackie just
This is
pops
me.
naturally.
This I'm filterless right now, but I get it. I'm not gonna lie though. Some of those filters though, I'm like, oh,
They're
hello.
tough.
But anyway, so let's get into the first question. Bowser's said, "Will you marry me, Jackie?" Um,
Hey,
so I don't got a lot of prospects. So Bowser, so I'm just kidding.
where's
Oh, Bowers, my bad. Bowers, MD.
where does Bauer live?
Um,
Does he live in Dallas, and is he a cowboy? Because you have a type.
I do love a cowboy. You know what it is with me? I just love. You have to have like this edge. You have to have like this
Oof.
swagger about you, confidence.
I
Yeah.
love a trashy bad boy. The closer they look to drinking a PBR before 12 p.m., the closer they are to my bedroom. That's my motto.
So we're unhealed. The
I
fact
mean,
that I can't. The fact that we both said that. So you know what? I'm gonna sprinkle in, like, I know we're supposed to be answering questions, but
yeah,
also just want to sprinkle in obviously some like mental health stuff because like that's just what we talk about here.
that's just what we
And
talk about.
my mom sent me a TikTok because I'm a hot mess, and she loves to send me these like self-help TikToks. And actually, Matt, I think I sent it to
Oh,
you.
mom.
Was it was
The
it the
one
one?
about go ahead.
No, no, tell me. It was about like
Where
something
she's
like
like,
if you go, go,
if
you go,
you're
you
anxious,
go.
if you're anxious, if you're anxious, you pull in what's like not meant for you because you sense them moving away, and because you have an anxious attachment style, that moving away makes you want them even more because they're avoidant. It was all
So
attachment styles.
So Matt and I are always like, what? Hi, everybody. Matt and I are always like, what's wrong with us? Like, we're super passionate, super outgoing. Like, we talk with our hands. We're, just over the top, right? And we're also extremely sensitive, though.
Yeah.
We fall in love easily. We get our hearts broken easily.
Yep.
When we are sad, we're really sad. When we're mad, we're really mad. Like we feel emotion so much. And I don't know about you, Matt, but like for me, I've honestly hated that part of me. Like I've been like, oh, I wish I wasn't so sensitive, and I wish I didn't like feel so hard. But that TikTok that I sent you recently kind of made me be like, we have a superpower
Hmm.
because when we feel someone pulling away, they are legitimately pulling away. Like we are so in touch with our emotions that and so hypersensitive that we like it ain't that mother effer is pulling away, and it's not
Yeah.
just like us being crazy. And you know what's funny, every time I've messaged friends and I've been like, oh, I think he's pulling away or think something's off, they're always like, you're being crazy, you're being crazy. And
Same.
every time
Every
I'm
time.
right.
Every time I'm
Every
right.
time.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll say that's the one of the silver linings about failed relationships or failed dating between myself and all my prospects that never happened is because
Yeah.
there was definitely something instinctually in me at some point that knew that they weren't right for me. There's not one guy that I think I've lost out on. I've been upset because I'm like, yo, I put work into this and I thought we were a good match and I'm a good catch. I've been upset, but I don't go to bed at night thinking that's the one that got away because fuck that. Because 100% we have a superpower. It's a superpower to be that sensitive. Yeah, and I use the word sensitive for a reason because the stereotype that it gets is wrong. It's a strength, right? So we are
Mhm.
sensitive, we are vulnerable, and that opens a channel that we can read energy from miles away, from steps away. And yeah, it is a power, and at the same time, on that same vein, SpiderMan quote, with great power comes great responsibility. And it's that fine line between, okay,
Wow.
it's that fine line between, okay,
Sorry.
this is a gift. I have to guard my heart for the people that deserve it, because then when I pick up when someone's hurting, who deserves my love, I can be there for them. I can show up for them.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
without going too long on a tangent, lastly, I think that sometimes we can get in a place of overgeneralizing, and the hard part is usually we are right, but I fear for people like myself and for you that we will even assume that with with the right person. Do you know what I mean? And that's the great power
Yeah.
and responsibility, finding that line.
So that's a really good point too. I think that one, you nailed it when you were like, I sense these things about these guys, and maybe in the moment I felt bad about it, but truly it was our
Mm-hmm.
radar, our
Mm-hmm.
system being like, this ain't it, like this ain't it. And it's funny because
100%.
I recently dated
100%.
a guy, and we broke up really quickly, and it was because it was the first time in my entire life that I spoke my truth. And so we were dating like a week, and then I was like, something's not right here, da 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 da. And then he was just like, I don't know what your problem is, everything's good. And I was like, something, I'm just feeling something. And then I brought it up again, and then he was like, listen, I just want like a chill girlfriend, and like you're not chill. And I was just like, but something's like not right. Of course, we like kept on, it was like on and off
What?
again for like a week.
I'm sorry, what the
What?
fuck is chill? What the fuck do you mean chill, girlfriend? Like, don't make me think that I'm crazy because I'm showing you attention. First of all, first of all, I'm a fucking person. I'm a boss. The fact that I can recognize my feelings enough to be like, hey, I'm into this person. Let me show them attention. Let me show them that I'm into them. The fact that I can grab my balls enough to do that, no, that doesn't make me not chill. That makes me a powerful human being.
So, but
Like,
that,
period.
like, that was what hit, was that he was an unhealed person who cannot communicate well. And so when I
100%.
was like, hey, like I'm not feeling secure here, like I need you to just like show me some stability, like whatever, he was like not ready to step up to the plate. And that was
Right.
my operating system being like, this person is not in alignment with you, like get the F out. Of
Yep.
course, because I'm a Cancer rising, like stage 4 Klingon, I like
Full
kept it
cancer.
going on a little bit longer. But the one thing that was great was that I think that I cut it off earlier than I did. And I think I'm starting to listen to myself more. And I think I'm starting to find my voice and say what I'm thinking more. And I feel more connected to myself than I ever have. And I think what was something I hated about myself, I'm actually starting to realize is like, man, I've been disconnected from myself. I've
Yeah.
been like
Yeah.
pushing my voice down, pushing my thoughts down, being like, this can't be right. This can't be the way. When truly, like, my heart, our hearts have always been in the right place, and they've been amazing radars for us. And so,
They
like,
really are.
anyone watching right now, watching home, listening, whatever, it's like, listen to yourself, listen to your voice, listen to your heart, listen to your gut. On the other hand, though, like Matt, you were kind of bringing up a good point, like, have we been hurt so much that like we can't, like maybe that voice is a little messed up, and I definitely worry about that sometimes, but I'd rather trust my gut than like keep doubting myself, you know what I
Right.
mean?
And you know what? At the end of the day, like I've posted this before, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So if it is the right person and we do think that and we verbalize that, because we're not quitters. We don't ghost, right? We put effort in and we verbalize that and they sense that, they'll be like, hey, what's up? You seem anxious. Let me take care of this. As opposed to, you know, me talking to someone for 8 months, flying out there to see that person, and 8 months later that person thinking I'm crazy for expecting him to come out and see me. At that point, 8 months of talking. What the fuck
Yeah.
do you mean? It's crazy. You know what I mean? So, um,
When you're an unhealed piece of, I'm trying not to cuss, but I'm just like, you were talking for 8 months, like what is he talking
Jackie,
about?
eight. So I've talked to this guy for 8 months, dude. Flew out to see him. Spent a weekend with him. At the end of the weekend, I say, hey, I really would love to see where things go. I know it's long distance, but and I said, let's take it slow. I don't want to jump into anything, but let's see where things go. He says to me, would love to. I'm free in July, second week. Great. A week goes by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Finally, I say, hey, what's up? He goes, what do you mean? So we were supposed. What's going on? I'm just sensing something. Oh, I've just been really busy. When I'm busy, I pull away. Bullshit. I hate that excuse. If you're into a person, you it doesn't matter. If you're into a person, you're into a person. At that point, grab your balls and say, or tighten your ponytail and say, honestly, I'm just not interested. Stop fucking breadcrumbing me. I hate that. He was breadcrumbing me and then gaslit me at the end when I told him, hey, honestly, this isn't going to work. And then he just wanted to be friends. Okay. So I wish him
I'm
the best.
sorry. You and I are literally the same person. It's just like
Don't
the
breadcrumb me.
between the
Don't breadcrumb
breadcrumbing,
me.
and I'm just like, but you know what, this is the thing now. Before I would tick the breadcrumbing and I would tick on
Same.
just
Same.
the gaslighting, and I'd be like, maybe they're right, maybe there is
Same.
something the matter with me, you know what I
Same.
mean? Sorry, that was a Little Mermaid reference. I don't know if anyone got that, but if you did, great. But but
Honest,
I'm
maybe
like,
there is something the matter with me. I just don't see
yeah,
how
no.
such asshole men could be so bad.
I'm freaking dead. But like, yeah, I think that I before would get stuck in those traps, and now I'm like, oh no, no. I'm like, he's breadcrumbing me, and I'm not gonna deal with it anymore. And I'll get a pang in my stomach, and my stomach will be like, oh, but maybe you do need it, maybe. And then I'm like, no,
Same.
like no,
Same.
yeah,
We don't. No one needs anybody, and I don't believe in a relationship. I don't believe dating a relationship to be complete. I don't think that that's valid. There's an
yeah.
old myth where I don't know where it came from. I don't want to quote it wrong and get canceled. But there's an old myth where these lovers are lovers, right? And their love is like a star, and the one guy gives his star to the girl, and she's already holding on to her star, and she can't hold on to both. And instead of giving your love and happiness into someone else's lap and expecting them to just take it all on, and vice versa, it's just supposed to be a shared union. So, like, the 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 necessity to talk to a person, or in the instance of my last guy, to have him visit me, when it's that degree of necessity, of need and want, it's kind of like, yeah, I do want it really bad, but let me check myself, because no man should ever make me feel like sitting on the couch and not wanting to live my life because I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, I think like the big thing for you and me is that actually my therapist recently was like, Jackie, you just have to like not fall in love so easily. Like you have to just like
Yeah.
not do that. Like you have, when you feel like the chemicals and the chemistry and the voices inside being like, oh, but like it's at this level, like I have to start rewiring my brain and just being like, it's really not
So
that
hard though.
serious.
It's
it's
hard.
it is it
It's
is
hard.
super hard, but I'm slowly seeing success over the last year with me rewiring my brain. Like each guy that I have dealt with over my lifetime, I've only dealt with shitheads. I think I've maybe had two good boyfriends in my entire dating
Yeah.
career, which is long. I'm an old lady. And but then it's like it's been all these awful guys, but each time I'm dealing with their bullshit less. And I see the writing on the wall more. And
Yeah.
honestly, another quote that my mom sent to me from TikTok, it was like, if you're not changing, you're choosing.
Mm.
Like you're choosing that. If you're not changing the pattern, then you're choosing the pattern. And I
Yeah.
that hit me really hard because I was like, I keep on being like, well, why am I dating these guys who are awful, right? And it's after a point, like you are choosing these men or women
Yeah.
if you're not seeing the red flags in the wall. And if you're not, and I'll be honest, like I got on Bumble. I had been off because I just recently had like an awful situation. So I was like, I'm done. I'm done. But then I like trickled back on there. And then I was just like, guys that I would normally swipe on, like I was just like, something doesn't feel right in my gut. And I'm literally listening to my gut now. I'm listening to my gut. I'm
Well,
listening to my
also,
radar. I'm listening to my sensor.
it's listening to your gut, and I'm gonna be completely candid. I've deleted
Yeah.
every app from Grinder to Hinge to Bumble. I've deleted all three, to Scruff, all four rather. Um,
Hmm.
because there's a time where, and I don't want, it's not like I'm angsting for a relationship. I'm not like I can't live without it, but I do want one passionately. And when
Hmm.
those like apps and dating apps are available, I find myself going on them, right? And when I don't get the validation, whether it be a quick physical thing or whether it be a date or even a DM or a response, it's shifting my tune of the day. And so, yeah, I want a relationship, but my thing this past couple weeks that I'm just trying to put forward is no longer chase, attract. And I'll chase the right person once I attract them to me, but I've just done too much chasing. It is time for me to sit back and chill and take care of the people that are already in my castle. And when someone shows up at my door that wants to be let in, great. If they're the right person, come on in. But right now, my castle needs to stay guarded. I don't want to leave it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you and I definitely have an issue with I think because we had really tough childhoods. I
Hmm.
think that our radar is a little bit off. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't think we see. Oh my gosh! Remember when I was with you and Danny? And I was like, I see a red flag and I run to it. That's
Yeah,
like
same,
go
same,
for me. It's like a
same.
green light,
Yeah,
and it's like it's like I will be continuing to repeat those mistakes unless I'm like, no, dude, like no. So it's like I don't know. I just am like for the first time in my life, I think I'm learning to actually like speak how I feel with people, even, and I don't care if I'm making them upset, and I'm just trying to like listen to my heart, and maybe it upsets people. I think you're a little better at this than me. I think I'm definitely more of a people pleaser than you. I think you can put your foot down a little bit better than me sometimes, but I'm just like I got to stop worrying about hurting people's feelings because like I got
yeah,
to stop hurting my own feelings,
right.
you know?
And the people that care about you are not going to be offended at the end of the day if you're speaking a certain way or you're um, asserting your opinion and how you feel. The people that are genuinely care
Yeah.
about you and genuinely love you, will, it may throw them off, but they're not going to exit your life because of that. But we have fear of abandonment, and that's definitely one of my fears. It's happened
Oh,
left
I
and right,
think you and I both have that for sure.
especially.
And what?
Okay. Just like
No, I want you to
not that it's any different, but shout out to my little gay babies. The gay community is um, it's so easy to have sex. It's so easy to move on to the next one because it's just so it's and no offense to my community, it is very visceral as a whole, and
Mhm.
it's always the next best thing. I know it's in the straight world too, but it's a little more let's say flamboyant and bold in the gay community. So it's
For
just very
sure, yeah.
difficult to find someone that's like it doesn't make sense in my head that someone would want to jump around as opposed to be like, hey, like let me find someone that I can create like the most incredible memories with and like someone who supports like what? It doesn't link for me.
So I feel like we wrap up this episode on that note and we talk about the fear of abandonment for our next episode. So
Yeah.
on that note, thank you everyone for listening. So on our next episode, we'll be talking about the fear of abandonment, which I'm writing down right now. And if you don't already, please make sure you like subscribe. I don't even know what is it called subscribe?
Subscribe.
Subscribe to yeah, make sure you follow us on social media. Our podcast it is on Spotify, Apple, a bunch of stuff.
Spotify,
So
Apple.
and
Well,
we'll continue to promote it. But again, follow us at Jackie Jing, JACKIJING, Matt.
hey, Matt Papadilla, MattPappadia. Again, that's
He's dancing over here.
MattPappadia. I was dancing like I was like an AIDS episode.
Oh, too funny. All right. Well, that wraps it for this episode. We'll see y'all next time.
See y'all next time. Bye.